Med here from Create Your Future. Guys, I have an exciting video today of how to get rid of the third party and manifest the relationship that you want. So this is actually a subscriber's question that I'm going to be answering and giving some tips on. So this is going to help you if you're trying to get rid of the third party. And you know what? Really anything can be the third party. It could be a video game. It could be their work. I mean, basically anytime like you feel like you're not being given, like being the priority for the person, you can consider that basically a third party, right? So I do have an affirmation track on how to get rid of the third party, as well as how to get your ex back and manifest money. They're all on sale right now. And I do have a course on sale as well, as how to manifest the relationship you love. And you know how I love free. So I give away free stuff. We do have a free course, how to find your blocks to manifest anything fast. Everything, link is in bio. Definitely check it out. I really like the blocks course because it really helps you to understand what a block is. And a block isn't something that's really big and like out of this world. I mean, it's as simple as if you want Jerry to like you, saying Jerry doesn't like me. And then you say Jerry likes me and you're unblocked. So, and it also has like really interesting tidbits like questioning is a block. Now, I'm not talking about questioning how to do SATs, what's a mental diet, you know, why is the sky blue, those kind of questions. No, but like if you're manifesting a specific person and you're questioning what they think about you, why they're not calling you back, what, you know, why they don't want to commit, like those are all blocks. You can't be questioning. You need to be clear on your goal, and your thoughts all need to be in line with what your end goal is, you know, and that includes if you're manifesting someone to think that they want to be with you. Like that's a huge part of it, right? So let's dive into this question, okay? So a subscriber posted this on my last video. And again, guys, if you have any ideas for topics of videos, please post them. Let me know. I'd love to do a video on it, okay? So this one is maybe a video about when you can't seem to get rid of the third party out of your awareness. Yes, I know about Neville's flippant remarks of take your attention away from what you don't want, and another YouTuber's remark of pretend that it isn't even an issue. But neither of these work. They are always there in my head, and I see my SP as having chosen them and not even considering me as a romantic prospect, let alone even a friend. Okay, so you know what? You've laid out really clearly what your blocks are here. So I always recommend coaching for anybody because, you know, to fix what you've created, we need to know the thoughts that you had to create it. So this subscriber laid it out very clearly what their blocks are and how they created this. So one big part of this here is, you know, basically you're going to have to work on your story that your SP chooses you and wants to be with you. Now, as far as the third party, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But as far as the third party goes, I am a believer in writing them out of the story. Okay. Like you're not going to keep your SP, your specific person, and the third party together, right? The other whoever, man or woman or whatever it is, together if you think, oh, you know what, the third party has moved on and found somebody else. Okay, that's exactly what's going to happen. Like your subconscious mind is going to take what you're thinking and make it so. Okay, so, you know, if you say, oh, Amanda, you know what, I've been intending the third party finds somebody else and gets married to someone other than my SP, but that's keeping them, my SP and them together. No, it's not. I can tell you right now, it's not. So every time you think of your specific person, I want you to create a mantra, okay? So your mantra from what you've told me, and if you have any other negative thoughts come up, of course, you need to change them like right on the spot, okay? But from what you've said, which is actually very clearly written, is your new mantra is going to be, I intend that my SP, or you can say their name, always chooses me and wants to be in a romantic relationship with me because I'm good enough, okay? So my specific person, okay, chooses me and wants to be in a romantic relationship with me because I'm good enough, okay? So every time you think of your SP, you're gonna say that mantra, okay? And then follow it up with a few other positive thoughts and affirmations, okay, or intentions. Well, positive thoughts, affirmations, and intentions are the same thing. Okay, so follow it up. What else are we going to say? We could say something like, you know, and they call me every day, and I can hear them tell me how much they love me. And you know, we spend like me. One thing I created was that Andrea came over for dinner every night after work and watched TV with me because that's what I wanted. Someone that would spend their time with me. You know, so follow it up with a few things of what you're going to see, hear, and do with them. Okay, throw some positive energy in there. You know, sometimes sometimes we don't have blocks, but in this case, it looks like you do, right? Because you've told me how you feel. But sometimes it's just a matter of not putting enough energy to something and creating it enough, right? So always add some extra. And then of course, and any new thoughts come up, negative thoughts about it, catch them right away and change them to positive ones. Now, your mantra when it comes to a third party is you're just automatically going to go, nope, you know what? They're not together anymore. The third party's found someone new and they're no longer in, they're no longer in the picture. I'm never going to hear or see them again. They're gone, right? Write them out of the story. So actually that's probably not a very good mantra. Let's do an easier one. Okay. So the third party, so my SP and the third party have broken up. The third party's moved on into a new relationship that they're happy in because I'm good enough. That's it. Okay, so my SP and the third party are no longer together. They've broken up. The third party's moved on to a new relationship because I'm good enough. That's it. Okay, so whenever you think of the third party, do that mantra. Of course, if like a new thought creeps in and you start fighting with yourself going, oh, but you just saw them last week. Yeah, and their relationship wasn't going good. They're gone. So, you're going to have, maybe some negative thoughts come in and you're going to have a little mental fight. That's fine. It's totally normal. Okay. Then the other thing that you're going to do, okay, is you're going to sit down and you're going to write all the reasons why you and your SP aren't together. Okay. You're only going to do this once. Okay. I know you've been thinking about it. You've all been thinking about it for a long time. I get it. I hear you. When it comes to changing your reality, you're fighting and reprogramming your subconscious mind, right? So write down everything that's running right now in the background. All the thoughts coming of why you don't have it. What have they said to you? What have you seen? Da, 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 da. And then you're going to cross them out one by one. So there's a third party. Nope. Third party's left and gone, found another relationship. They're not interested in me romantically. Yes, they are interested in me romantically. In fact, I can hear them tell me that. I don't feel like they want to be with me. Nope. I intend to feel like they want to be with me. Do you know what the beautiful thing about this is you can call in a feeling just by intending. I intend to feel satisfied today. I intend to feel happy. I intend to feel productive. I intend to feel like Andrew wants to be with me. I intend to feel like everybody loves me, right? I intend to feel like I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about law of assumption, right? Anything you want, you can call in your feelings, okay? So right now you say, look, I intend to feel like my SP wants to be with me. I intend to feel like I believe they love me. I intend to feel like this is going to happen. I intend to feel good about manifesting in my specific person. Okay. And then of course, work on your self-concept. Okay. So I'm not sure if, from what you're saying, you don't feel like they choose you. So, I'm chosen by my SP. I'm chosen by everybody. I'm always chosen. So I'm not sure. And see, this is where always coaching comes in handy, like a real life conversation, because me and my team, any coach here would start asking you, why don't you feel chosen? Like, what's the story? Have you not been chosen in the past? Have you had a third party before? So we would start to dig into what your thoughts are, what your history is. Is there a pattern there and that sort of thing? Because we can create third parties and not being chosen in so many different ways and so many different thoughts, right? So, how you've created what you've created in your situation is really unique to each person. Like, I remember I almost created a third party once, and it was just a passing thought in my mind when someone didn't call me back. And it was so close. And anyways, I've talked about that story before in the past, but, and other people I've heard, when I did coaching before, there was different ways that they've created it. So, we create, sometimes we can get to the same outcome, but very different thoughts go into it, for instance, like a third party, you can create, and I'm not sure if this is like, anyone's story, but you can create that, your specific person is a player. Okay. So, and they cheat on people. Okay. So there you go, that you've created in that way. But then maybe on the self-concept side, a whole different person has created that they're not good enough. And that, every, relationship they have, they always get hurt and cheated on. Okay, well, that's going to be a self-concept thing, right? And how you sort of know what is self-concept and what isn't, or at least how I would, recognize it, is when I talk to somebody, I would ask, well, has this happened with every other partner you've had? you know, or is it just this partner? You know what I mean? So if it's happened in the past, it's probably a story about yourself, you know, if it's reoccurring. If it's just like every other relationship is fine except this one, you know, then it may just lie, you know, with your assumption and the story about the other person. Because remember, when it comes to relationships, it's your assumption and story about the other person. Okay, you need to go, they want to be with me. They, you know, they want to, you know, they want to commit to me. They want to choose me. They do choose me. They want to be with me because I'm good enough. Then your story about yourself, I'm good enough. I'm always chosen. You know, I always have successful relationships. And then your story about relationships in general, you know, like, how is that? Have you seen that relationships never work out? You know, I've heard people say, well, you know what, love never lasts. Relationships never work out. Okay, well, you definitely need to change that story if you want them to last or work out. Right. So those are sort of what you're up against there. And then the last thing that I want each and every one of you guys to do that is manifesting a person, okay, regardless if it's a job, an ex, whatever, is I want you to spend some time, like a serious amount of time with a piece of paper and pen, and start writing out everything you want your specific person, whether it be, you know, an employer, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a friend, whoever you want to, you know, change your assumptions. Like, you want to change what they're thinking and write down what they think about you. Okay. So write it down as they're telling you even. So, you know, I can hear my SP or say their name, tell me, you know, and then, you know, I would put 2 colons. I don't know if that's grammar, like proper grammar, but that's what I would do. I would start doing point form and go that they love me, that they want to be with only me, that they choose me, and they tell me that they choose me every day. You know, they choose me because they think I'm an amazing person. Okay. I am better than anybody else because of this. Okay. And you start writing that. That's what they think about you, and spend some time. So what I want you to do when you have that new list, okay, of intentions from I talked about earlier, I want you to read those 3 times a day. And I want you to read that new, like, this is what my SP thinks of me, paper 2 or 3 times a day as well. Okay. Like, really soak it in there, put some energy toward this. Don't let yourself have any time to have negative thoughts. Okay. Trust me, if you put energy towards this, you're going to make it happen. Okay. You know, it's not one of those things where it's like, okay, say it once, set it and forget it. No, there's resistance here. Where there's resistance, you're going to have to do work to release that resistance. And that's changing the story enough where you feel neutral about it. Okay. The only person that you need to convince that this person wants to be with you is you. Okay, that's the only person. So you need to start convincing yourself. How do you change your belief and start convincing yourself? You keep repeating the new story. The more you repeat it, the quicker the subconscious mind is going to take it in and make it happen for you. Okay, that's how you repair, and that's how you reprogram your subconscious mind. Repair your relationships, right? Okay, so remember your mantras. Those are really great. Actually, my course, Create the Relationship You Love, helps you create a mantra, which I think is amazing. I love mantras because it's easy, quick, pull it out of your pocket, you know, when you're going to create something. And that's how I've turned around things in my relationship within days, is just with a mantra. Okay. And keep saying your intentions in your mantra until you start seeing it showing up in your reality, right? So yes, I believe in all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know if you noticed, but I changed the picture. This is a picture that actually me and my mom created for Andrew. He loves paper boxes, so we made him our own artistic picture. So I'm currently looking for a replacement for this wall, but until then, you can check out our boxes. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. I intend and wish each and every one of you guys a great week, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.